So I'm hoping my camera works in a sec. Yes! Okay. It's like sitting there the whole time trying to connect. And I couldn't test it while it was in that I'm getting started screen. So yeah, I'm glad it just decided to work. That's great. So I thought that I would do a bit of work on this. I've been doing a lot of work on this house commission that if you follow me over on Instagram you will have seen. I can show you now. I'm really enjoying working on it, which is fantastic. So I've been getting a lot done on it, and this is where I'm up to at the moment. I'm working through all the greys at the moment, and I finished all the blues. Once the greys are done, I'll be doing brown, and then I'll start tackling all the green, because there's going to be trees all up here. Well, two big trees up here, and like some foliage down the bottom and a bit on the side here. But yeah, that's coming along really nicely and a lot quicker than I anticipated, mostly because I'm getting a lot of stitching time done on it, not just that it's not taking as long hour-wise as I expected. I just thought I wouldn't be able to sit down and get a bunch of stitching done until after my kids had gone to school. But that's great. So I'm working on I remembered to update the thing up there that shows you the pattern that I'm stitching. So this is called Pretty Little Sydney, and it's by Satsuma Street Designs. So I will not be showing you the pattern because this is not my own pattern. But I guess I can do that because there's no way you can see that design. But yeah, I'm working on this, and it's my printer is out of blue ink, so it looks really silly on here. It looks great up there, and I can't wait to see it a bit more colourful. I decided for some reason that I would just go down. This is the list of colours. I would just start at the top and work my way down, finish each colour as I go. Because the very top number, the very top colour is like the reddest red. And it's like the second most used colour in the pattern. There's a where is it? There's a greeny colour that has more stitches, and that's like way down. That's like 2/3 of the way down the pattern. So anyway, so I finished the first two colours. There's a red and like an orangey red, and then I'm going to do this next one. And if I decide that it's too hard to stitch on my like thing here, my table mount, that's the word, I will switch over and stitch on the house. I'm just gonna close a couple of things on my computer first. And before I get started, oh, I need my phone, because that will let me take highlights, which again, if you follow me on Instagram or Instagram or TikTok, you will have seen a couple of my like highlight posts from last week's stream. And that was because I had my phone set up to do quick highlights. So that is that app. I plug my phone in because it eats a lot of battery. There we go. Cool. Now I was gonna close Photoshop and open the stream and make sure that that's working. I decided to actually look into the okay, cool, it's working. What was I saying? I lost it. Of course I lost it. No, it's gone. That's too far gone. Can't remember. Whatever. I didn't need that thought anyway. Alright, so this is a 4-page design. I'm just trying to like rearrange my desk so that I can actually make this work. My little phone tripod is kind of in the way a little bit. So this is a 4-page design. So I've got like this one page that has the whole design, which is ineligible because it's way too tiny, but it has the colors listed with their symbols. And then I've got these double-sided pattern pages, which I should, oh no, I have. Okay, I've been crossing off what I've actually done. All right, what symbol are we looking for now? We are looking for a little plus symbol. As I was saying, which I don't know if I actually finished my train of thought, if this gets too difficult to stream using my table mount, I will switch over to my house pattern. And then if I don't feel like doing that, I have my notebook that has a bunch of design ideas that I want to work on. So I've spent most of today trying to figure out what I want to do on stream tonight. I have lots of options, and that's not a bad thing. Anyway, so I'm just going to go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so up the top there. I just need to, I haven't delved into up here, which you guys can't actually see, so I'll zoom out a little bit. That's in. There we go. So I just got to do some counting, which is that one. Go 5 in. Alrighty. So I've got a teeny tiny little needle for this. Oh, can't do my loop start because I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. So because this is on 18 count AIDA, using 2 strands because this pattern is enormous. I've had this pattern in my that's a bit better. It's not blowing out my face now. Anyway, I've had this pattern in my cart for a very long time. Hang on. Yeah, cool. All right. And I know that when I first saw it, I looked at like the dimensions and suggested fabric sizes and all of that. But when I first saw these patterns for these pretty little city stuff, that was like at least 5 years ago. And I did not remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I did not remember how big they were. So I mentioned this somewhere else. I think maybe in a floss tube, that once I opened up said pattern after purchasing and saw how big it was, I had to make a trip to the craft store and buy some 18 count floss because I was like, oh geez, my 14 count is just going to make it a mammoth. And I didn't really want to make a piece that was going to be that big because I want to do. So I also have, if you haven't seen the floss tube episode, I just got to flip this over. If you haven't seen the floss tube episode, I also got Pretty Little LA and Pretty Little Seattle. This is right in the corner, so I need to make the fabric come out of the hoop a little bit so that I can run my needle under. Come on. This is embarrassing. People are watching. Haha. No, they're not. You know what? I'm going to take it out of this. And you can just look at my table for a second. Because this will be so much easier like this. Oh my god. The rest of this color is not going to be this frustrating to finish off or start because it's not right near the edge. In fact, most of this pattern is not right near the edge like this bit is. So I've started out well. I've removed my pattern from the hoop. That's how good I'm doing. So let's tighten that again. Get off. This is a 10-inch hoop, I believe. This is a monster piece. I'll be framing it in a 10-inch hoop. You could probably squeeze it into a 9-inch if you really wanted to. It would look a little bit squished. There we go. Oops. That's in upside down. It actually needs to be that way. That way I can angle it down again. Alright. So I've done that. Where's my pen? Done that bit. Let's do a sun. Because Australia has lots of sunshine. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. And then I want to go 1, 2, 3 up. 3. And then no, just 2. And then 3 across. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I'm gonna swap that needle. So I've got a second little needle to like help me with my counting. Because it's so tiny. The holes are so tiny. But the pattern is so big. Alright, so I couldn't do a loop start with that because this was the same cut of thread as before. And so I didn't have a loop to start with anymore. Oh, my visuals stopped working. Cool, okay. Let's turn that off and turn it back on. Switch to a different... It did this last week too. I don't understand why. Hi, just chatting? Nope, because there's a bit of floss that's running across there. Okay, well, I figured out a new thing to add to my stream. It doesn't... Oh, maybe, please? Should work. Yeah. Works. Alright, I don't know. I didn't do anything. Anyway, I've added a new thing that shouldn't have any issues with playing copyrighted songs, but it lets you see what I'm listening to, and I've added a link to one of the boxes down below in Twitch that gives you a link to the playlist that I'm listening to. So if I go like that, yeah, over there, it tells you what song I'm listening to. That was my husband's suggestion, that I don't just blindly talk about what song I'm listening to, because it was a bit confusing to him. And he's a people. If he's confused, then it's possible other people were confused. So I don't know if it's noticed, but I definitely gave up on having my camera here. So I'm not bumping into it anymore, which is very nice. And it's a lot harder for me to stick my head in the shot now as well, which is also nice. And it's so hard to find the holes. Just blindly poking at the back of the fabric. Which is something to mention. If you haven't cross-stitched, the reason I don't have to flip over my work is because I'm using my left hand to help guide the needle to the right hole. And you can kind of see, like, you can't really see actually, but you can see in person that I'm testing. I'm going like this to find the hole, because it's very obvious when it comes up through the right hole, rather than like piercing either the wrong spot or completely missing a hole altogether, which takes a lot of practice. It's not something that someone could really do straight away. So a lot of new cross stitches will actually like pull up and then push it through and then flip their work over and then push it through and pull it through and then flip their work over, and obviously that takes like so much more time. It's actually really draining on your arms as well to do that. So once you can get the hang of not having to flip your work over, you'll be a lot quicker, but it'll be a lot less draining physically. Okay. I've run out of floss, so it's so windy. There we go. I find it a lot easier to start my thread on 14 count. Like all my Overwatch pieces that I did were done on 18 count. And I don't remember ever having this much trouble starting the thread when I did those. But oh boy, it's tricky. Maybe it's just because I'm older now. I'm getting old. Oh, hi. Sorry. That's what I do, and I only just realized I shouldn't be. Hi, you should add the cross stitch tag to this video. There's a few stitches waiting soon. Oh, how do I do that? Sorry, I hadn't looked up at my screen for a little while. I can go to Twitch. Not Twitter. I looked for a cross stitch tag. Like I've looked a few times, and I have never found one. The same. You've added English design. Yeah, whenever I've searched, it's never had cross stitch. I'm seeing if I can add it now. Cross. Oh, okay. Maybe it's. You can only select out of 5 tags. Okay, well I'll delete that. Yeah, done. There we go. Alright, I've updated that. Thank you for that. Hopefully that will update. Yeah, I think maybe because I use Streamlabs OBS to like launch my stream, and I don't think it's in that selection. So thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I will double check that when I go live next week. But it's in there now. Hopefully that updates. That's okay. I'm modding in another channel right now. Man, I'm like very far from needing to like get myself a mod and anything like that. I'm a very newbie streamer. I can see you have a little music thing down the bottom, but I can't hear you. No, I'm not playing the music because of copyright issues. I'm just showing what I'm listening to, and there's a link in the like the boxes down below where you can play it as well. It's the same playlist. I was talking about it just before. I keep listening to music, and I don't like the whole like lo-fi free to use stuff. So I just play what I want to listen to, and I have a terrible taste in music. And this was something that my husband suggested as a way to get around like the whole copyright problems. So I'm not playing the music, but I am trying to make it possible to listen along, I guess. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, my camera is struggling today with focus. Sorry, I was just distracted. I am very easily distracted. And I've now got, do you have a command set up for music? No. I haven't been streaming for very long. So I'm like, each week I like try to add something cool that's new. This week it's actually that music thing. I don't know how to add that kind of stuff. And I generally get, thanks to Twitch's email that I get at the end of a stream, my average viewer rate is like 0.4. So like I don't have many people that generally watch. But I do streaming because it helps keep me accountable for not being distracted. And I actually get a lot done while I'm streaming. So yeah, that's why I stream. I'm just not too worried about like what it looks like and how it's performing or anything like that. I'd love to have like a little following. That would be great. I've been trying on Instagram. That's okay. Let me know if you would like me to recommend a raid to the channel I'm modding for. I mean, yeah, I don't mind. I've never been the receiver of a raid. I've been a part of a raid before. Yeah, another hour. That's fine. I will be streaming until I'm Pacific, so it's only not even 8:30 for me. So I'll be streaming for another 2.5 hours. So that's no problem. Yeah, I mean I'm in Washington, America, so like it's evening for me. But as you can probably tell, I am Australian. Hence why I pick the Australian tag, because it makes me potentially more interesting. This is true. I'm not just putting Australian as a tag and then just quietly fibbing about it. You cross stitches too, but the Sydney pattern might be good for our little group to watch. Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. Like a good point, I mean. Yeah, I can't wait to get this piece done. I bought 3 of Satsuma Street's patterns in one go, and I bought locations that we've lived in. So the other 2 I have are Los Angeles and Seattle. I'd love it if she did a Melbourne one, but I don't think she's going to listen to me and decide to make a pattern just because I requested it personally. You know, stranger things have happened, I guess. I've been wanting to get one of her, or multiple of her patterns for a long time, and I just started back up streaming. I did streaming in February to give it a try, but I was doing it during the day, and I picked it back up a couple of weeks ago. Yay, Melbourne! And I started a floss tube as well, because I figured, why not? I can, if people can do that, I can try to. So I needed a pattern that wasn't my own, basically, to work on, that I could show progress, because I'm a pattern designer as well. But I usually just stitch my own like test stitches, but that's kind of boring for a lot of people to just watch that. It's a little bit grandiose as well. It's like, oh, look how good I am. I'm stitching my own stuff. Thanks, Streamlabs. You're a bro. Oh, thank you for the follow. It's kind of funny. I actually did a Instagram reel about being a small-time streamer today, as mostly as a like reminder post that I'm going live tonight. Oh, no alert. Oh, it's a tiny little alert. Oh, there it is. It's just really delayed. It came up though. It came up. Thank you. I think it's like one of the ones that Streamlabs provides. I'm not sure, but it's been so long since I've seen it because all my follows have been while I'm not streaming, so I don't get to see them. All right, let's tie off some floss. And I'm so pleased to hear that the person that you're modding for is a dude stitching, because I am loving hearing and seeing about all these guys, or guy presenting people that are cross stitching, because I love cross stitching and it's like the best hobby to have, in my opinion. And everyone should do it, in my opinion. But so many people are so hung up on it being a grandma hobby. So yeah. I need the little plus icon. Is that can't be all? Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I'm going to be lurking. We'll go back to modding. He's 29 dude. Got like 500,000 followers on TikTok. Holy crap. I'm trying to figure out TikTok, but I'm old, so. Alright, I gotta count again. These two. Agreed, not the grandma hobby people think it is. No, like, I mean, all the patterns that I design, my grandma would definitely not stitch them. It used to be. It's not anymore. And it's so good for your mental health. In my opinion, of course. Two. Can't get this stupid needle to go under the grid. Oh, come on. There we go. My god, I never had this much trouble on other 18 count fabric. Maybe it's this fabric in particular. It's not my inability to actually stitch. Oh, that's not the right place to come up. That little sun looks so cute already, and it doesn't even have its inside bit. What does it look like? The middle. Oh, okay, it's just two-tone. That's fine. Still looks very cute. You know what I should do? If there is a chance that I'm going to get raided, I should probably put my chat back on. Just hold on one sec if anyone is there. Oh. chat. There we go. I'll just give that a sec, and that'll come back. Okay. So I turned off my chat because it was just sad. It was just empty. Three. I like this orange color. I can definitely tell this is an old pattern because I feel like it could have really done with the new 35 colors. Like especially the red. I love DMC 22. That is like my favorite red. I was like 2/3 of the way through the bridge, and I thought to myself that it would have looked so cool in hang on, it would have looked so cool in the 22 color. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, it's 18 count. It should be enough. Just unthreaded my needle and I should have just carried that. Oh well, wasn't paying attention. Just because now I got to do this again. Oh, come on. Okay. There. Alright, I'm gonna... That's like right in the way of my camera. Ooh. Zoom. Alright. I just want to make sure that it doesn't keep refocusing. Hi, Milo. How you doing, buddy? You want cuddles? Come on. It's been a long day of being the cat of kids, hasn't it? Come on. Puss. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's Milo. Hey, buddy. Yeah. You got dressed in doll shoes and doll clothes. Hey, you're a good boy. Yeah. Yeah, you're a good boy. It's hard being a cat with a 5-year-old girl, isn't it? Yeah. We have a little cuddle, and then I'm going to keep stitching, okay? No, you can't go down there. You can sit there. Kind of. Not really. Can you not, with your tail and your butt? And the wiping of the loose fur everywhere? Brrr. Yeah, you know that if you chase it, you get put on the floor straight away. Okay, just remember that. He's like right there. I can't reach. I was going to move my camera, my webcam, so you could see. He's watching very intently. So I ordered a cool thing off the internet last night that I will have before my next stream. Don't. I can see your tail going crazy. Yeah, so I ordered a thing on the internet last night and it should help with my posture. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That'd be cool. Hopefully I'm more like this. I need to adjust it. I need to stick it like right in my face. Otherwise you guys can't really see what I'm doing. Hang on. Okay. Skip the middle one. He's gonna pounce on it, I reckon. You just can't help yourself, can you? Such a cat. I want to see if he'll do it, or if he's a good boy. Where'd he go? He's so intense. Well, I gotta flip it over, mate, because that's all the colour there. Alright. Snip. Oop. Trying to throw my scissors at the cat. Look out, watch your head. There we go. Okay, so I can cross that one off. Now, where else? I can't show you my pattern because it's not mine to show. Oh, okay, we got all this middle bit to fill in. So I can... You're going to have to see it on an angle. Alright, but I am going to need some more of this floss colour. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cat. Being cheeky. Hello! I know, you love when I stitch, don't you? I know. I pulled it fast because I didn't want you to get tempted. It's about to get 3 because I'm so used to getting 3 strands out lately. Don't need that many. Alright, that can go there. Is it touching your back now, is it? Hello. What are you doing? Can't thread this dang needle. I can't thread the needle. It's not working. Yes, hi Milo. Or hello Milo's tail, more appropriately. And yes, for those curious, we named Milo after the Australian malted beverage, because we're Australian. We did not name him after Milo and Otis, like a lot of people assume. Because neither my husband or I have actually seen that movie to want to name one of our pets after one of the animals in that. I don't even know if it's the cat or the dog. I assume it's the cat. There we go. think it's that hole. Anyway. It is. I got it right. You guys can look at it sideways. A little bit sideways. Alright, now I gotta double check. I don't think the wave cuts into the rest of... Yeah, it doesn't. Cool. I had to... Because I want to do this properly. And normally, like, I would kind of work around my mistakes. But I didn't stitch this bit properly. I miscounted. So I actually went and did it properly, and I unpicked it. Not the whole thing. I snipped in the middle and had to wind in ends on the sides. But after doing that, I've been a lot more conscious of triple checking my pattern, because I want to make this look the way it's supposed to look, not cut corners, I guess. I definitely want to hang these pieces. I haven't told my husband that I'm working on these and that they're going to get hung up in the house. That's for him to find out at a later stage. We have so many cross stitches hanging up in our house. Actually, no, we don't. We don't have that many. And that's because we just moved house. Oh, the camera is like right in the way now, isn't it? Okay, what if I go like that and then zoom in more? Problem solving at its finest. Oops. Rain on me, rain, rain, rain on me, rain, rain. Yep. I'll be your galaxy. I'm about to land. I'm thinking I might, just from the person that was in my chat just before, I might write a message so that it pops up on the screen to just say that the music is not playing, it's to follow along. Because I don't want people to be confused about that. Because no, I didn't explain it very well. Because no, I didn't expect to have anyone actually watching. And yeah, it's purely just so that people can follow along with the playlist. Because I don't have rights to these songs. I'm allowed to listen to them because I have a Spotify premium account. But I don't have the right to replay them on my Twitch stream, even if it is garnering less than one person per hour on average. Oh, this is the needle that's like really rough feeling when it pushes through. It's weird. Kind of makes the hairs on my arms go up on end a little bit. there's not much of this color left after this bit. There's like the bottom of a boat, 2 boats, and then that's it. This pattern is like so tiny compared to this house that I'm working on. I just keep flipping between the 4 pages. And I'm like, this is it? There's no more pages? Like what? Oh, I'm glad I spotted that. There we go. Oh, I'm so much faster at stitching on my 14 count. My goodness. Also, one thing that's actually something to mention. I've been trying to figure out how to set up a Discord channel because it dawned on me that why people use Discord, especially streamers. And now that I'm doing like a lot more video content, and I've kind of hyper focused on Instagram and TikTok a little bit more, that it's kind of the modern version of a email list, basically, that people have a lot more control over, as well as they can interact with it. So yeah, I've been sort of crossing my T's and dotting my I's a little bit to make sure that everything is set up safely and appropriately. And I'm hoping to get that sorted sometime this month. And that'll be cool. Like I've always wanted to sort of have some kind of little community for Two Little Kits. Like that would be great. I keep saying tonight, I'm sorry. Yeah, having people chatting about what they're stitching on, or comparing notes on a stitch along that I'm currently doing, or asking questions because they're a newbie to stitching. You know, that would be so cool. I love doing commissions, but having my Two Little Kits is kind of turning into more of a teaching platform that I hadn't sort of really realized. And it makes sense because a lot of my followings because people enjoy my fonts that I provide. And not because they necessarily want to order like a Stitch People portrait from me or something like that. But I do still get orders, which is great. Like, I mean, this, for example, like this is Behemoth. It doesn't even fit in the whole screen. Like, that's a commission. I'm not doing this for free. I need to actually ask my customer. He's very open, and I don't think he would be offended by me asking, but I should ask him, where did he find me? Or how did he find me, I guess, not where necessarily. Like once the piece is done and shipped, I'll be sending him a are you satisfied questionnaire thing that I always do with my orders. And that's all well and good, but it doesn't include how did you find me? Because time for that is usually over once once the person's got what they paid for. They don't really care about telling you, oh, I found you on Google, or I found you because I searched Instagram tags or whatever. I sent him an update a couple of colors ago as a photo of this is where I'm at, and I got an all caps email back saying, oh my god, I love it. So that's really nice, because this is on par with one of my biggest commissions that I've gotten, probably bigger than the biggest one I've had. Definitely money wise, because I'm actually charging what I'm worth this time. My other one that I had was, I want to grab past me by the shoulders, by the head, and just shake myself and say, what on earth were you thinking when I quoted? And my customer at the time was also like, I understand this is taking a lot longer than what you probably expected. Like, can I pay you more money? And although I really wanted to be like, yes, please pay me more money for this. This is so much. I'm working for pennies, basically. I, did the right thing and said no. Because thankfully I can do that financially. But yeah, I'm mad it passed me for quoting so low. I just didn't think it would take me anywhere near as long as it did for some reason. We got to learn from our mistakes, don't we? What's going on? There we go. And I'm slow tonight. I think it's because I'm not holding the hoop, I'll be honest. Plus it's the 18 count. I know that for sure. But like, I was working on this house earlier tonight and I was getting so much done. Wow, it's 9 o'clock already. Time flies when you're having fun. I love me some stitching. Wish I'd saved my playlist that I was listening to last week, because that was amazing. It had so many terribly great songs. I'm gonna have to do a be right back, because 9 o'clock means I need to take my medication, and I forgot to bring it up with me tonight. I'll finish this row, and then I will put on my be right back page. That's my phone telling me as well. I just realized what I was hearing. Come on, needle. There we go. Alright. I shall return. Okay. My camera will just need a sec. I hope. Oh, don't do this, camera. Come on. Well, apparently if I just leave it alone for like a minute, then it figures things out. So, who the hell knows? But I'm back. And you know what? I'm going to tie my hair up because my hair's bothering me. There we go. Well, that's all the hair I have. How sad is that? I don't actually know if you can see that when I turn my head that way. It's pitiful though. Come on, what's going on? It's taken so long that my camera lens has gone back in. Yep, I know, it's trying to connect. Let's go to that. And then back to that. That should work now. Hey. Okay. I love this song. I'm going to put that out there on the internet. I love how boppy and cheery it sounds, and that it's actually talking about giving and receiving head at the same time. And that'll be great, because apparently my mum watches these. So, ta-da, Mum. But yeah, I love how cheery and pleasant it sounds. And then this actual subject matter is anything but, in a way. Okay, just making sure I don't need to skip over a square or two. And I don't. These two colours look really nice together. Makes sense because they're almost next to each other on the colour chart guide. Well, this person that was talking to me before has got my hopes up that I might be the recipient of a RAIIID. Because that would be crazy. Like crazy cool, I mean. Not just and then run away. Because I just want to make friends that also like stitching. And if they have to just be on the internet, then so be it. I'd love it if I could make in-person stitchy friends, but COVID and I just moved and I'm the stay-at-home parent of a 5-year-old and a special needs 7-year-old. There's a lot going on. What is this? Oh, it did update to cross stitch. Cool. Alright. Just getting distracted. It's like a 5-minute frequency kind of thing. Always distracted. I am that, ooh, shiny person. That's why I freaking love Instagram Reels and TikTok. Like, constant dopamine hits. Which reminds me, getting distracted again. I'm curious to. I've just realized that I didn't load up my phone to do the thing that I was actually going to do. So I am going to do it now. I'm curious about this. How my reel went. It's not as good as some other stuff. It's plays to likes ratio is a lot better than some of my other stuff. What about, who else is sharing it? Okay. Alright, anyway, back over to my Streamlabs remote. Anyway. You maniac. Maniac. So this bit that I'm stitching is the bottom of the Sydney Opera House, which is like so amazing to witness, to look at in person. That building really is impressive. It's been a very long time since I last saw it in person, and I haven't been back to Australia in over 2 years, thanks COVID. We were supposed to go back last year during my kids' birthdays, because their birthdays are the day after each other in June. We were going to be over there and celebrate birthdays with family. But yeah, a certain pandemic started in March, so we couldn't fly. And we're like, oh, okay, well, we'll do it next year. Now Australia's borders are locked down. Can't even get into the country, let alone see my family. It's just a bit sad. But, you know, there's a lot of people that have worse situations than what we do. Some people are like stuck in the country and stuff, can't leave to get home. From what I've read on the news anyway. But that's neither here nor there. What else can I talk about? It's really hot at the moment. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. Actually, I think it's like mid-90s in Fahrenheit, but it's like mid-30s. And as an Australian, I like quietly laugh that Washingtonians or whatever they call themselves call this a heat wave. I'm like, ha, mid-30s, that's not that bad. But then I remember, like, these people experience rain constantly, and a lot of houses up here don't have air conditioning, and, you know, all these other things that make dealing with a heat wave a lot more bearable, and they're not in place up here. Like, I think it hit like a new daily record of consecutive days with no rain for Washington, like ever recorded, which was in the 50s or something, like 52 days or something like that. And that's just crazy. It's supposed to rain all the time up here. That's what we were promised. We were promised lots of rain when we moved from California. So yeah, I might be able to tolerate mid-30s personally, because I am Australian who's also lived in California, Southern California at that. But yeah, these Washington natives don't do well. My front yard is looking very Australian, actually. The nature strip is brown grass, and I keep Like every time I go out there to water the garden, I'm always like, I should water the grass too. And then the Victorian in me kicks in. I'm like, oh, water restrictions. That's a waste of water and blah 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 blah. Because I'm so used to growing up with water restrictions. And watering grass and watering your driveway and all of that kind of stuff is against the law, literally. Like, you're not allowed to do that. Whereas we're in a little neighborhood with a HOA and all of that, and here we are with dried up leaves and brown, ratty looking grass out the front. All my neighbors around me have got these pristine green grasses, and just like, I feel the peer pressure, but nah. No one's complained to HOA yet, so whatever. Whatever. This little line, you can't see it, but I've got this little line that I started the stream with. It looks so weird. I wonder what the next color is. I hope it's a yellow. Yes. It's like a gold color. I'm trying very hard to not say the color names or numbers. Numbers is easy, but the names obviously gives it away too. Because I don't want to get myself in any trouble with copyright issues. How much of this color is there? This next one. Oh, there's more than this one. Less than the first color, which was the one that's the bridge and the top and bottom of here. But some yellow will be nice to stitch with. I'll have to hunt in my stash. There's not going to be a problem to dig it up. So if you missed it, I decided when I started stitching this that I would take the printed list of colors, which is this bit here, and start from the top and work my way down. And they're all in color order, not number order. So it's gonna like fill out like a rainbow, which will be kind of cool. What does it end with? It ends with blue. There's like a lot of blues and greens. Half of it are blue and greens. Which is refreshing. Like, I'm so used to having some kind of grey in a piece. Fingers crossed for a raid. Uh-oh. Soonish, no worries. I was just saying like 10 minutes ago that you kind of got my hopes up for a crazy-ish time. Because I've never, I think I said to you before, I've never been the recipient of a raid. And I have no idea what to expect. But I'm prepared. As you can see, I put my chat back on my screen. Because I took my chat off, I think last week or maybe the week before. Aw, thank you. You'll come and hang anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, I put my chat back because I got my hopes up. Alright, I would double check, but I think all I need to do left of this colour is the little boats. And I've got, you can't see it, but I'm pushing the needle in the exact same spot of my finger, and it's starting to feel like I'm pushing the pointy, well, a pointy end of a needle. Let's try and come on. You almost went to the hour on the dot, by the way. Fingers crossed, we'll try for you. Thank you. It's no big deal if it doesn't happen. Okay, let's... I'm honest to a fault. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 across. Alright. Ow. So I was just saying that I'm almost done with this color. Was it 4 squares? I'm almost done with this color, and then I'm moving on to a yellow. So that'll be nice. And it's more stitches than this orange color. But this is going to fill out like a little rainbow. There's no purple, but that's okay. Doesn't need purple. But I think it'll be really cool to see it fill out as like a slow gradient of colors. And that it's really nice to do a piece that doesn't have any grey or black. I feel like black is, I mean, some people, black is like the only color they design in, and that's a whole mood in a good way. But like, what am I saying? No, I lost it. It's gone. Okay, where's this other boat? This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I just want to get this orange done because I want to move on to the yellow. And that way I don't have to keep changing position all the time. I should really just bite the bullet and carry my thread as well. That would make this bit so much easier. Oh, dang it, I pulled too quick. That's what she said. Haha. Alright. 3 squares. What's my angle like? There we go. This little bit here is so cute. Never carry. Okay, I won't then. I really like having a neat back. Like I can... This is the piece I was working on my stream last week. Believe it or not, I was working on a black piece because I'm crazy. But that's like the... Oh, it's too high up. That's how neat I try to get. And like the back stitching always makes a mess. Like all here, for example. But Yeah, there's a lot of confetti stitches in that. This is one of my designs. I haven't released this one yet. I need to find some time between parenting 2 young kids. I'm hoping to get this one up on my website sometime before next stream. That would be great. But yeah, that's what my backs usually look like. It's just this 18 count. It's just so tiny. I'm not used to the way that the fabric the way the fabric sits, because it's just tinier, and this is really rigid fabric as well, which doesn't help. Thank you. So my other screen is catching my attention because my stream is delayed by about 20 to 30 seconds. And so me flipping over my work 18 count is so satisfying. I love how small it is, but I also hate how small it is. So it's this love-hate relationship. Alright, so I finished that orange. I'm just going to put that in my art jar. And now we're going to find the color, which I'm not going to say on stream because I'm saying that to myself so I don't say it. Oh, that's not the color I was expecting it to be. Based on the name, I only love it. Ah, well. I like 14 count. This one's 14 count. It's just, and I've been stitching on 14 count. So this is my commission that I've been working on, which, whoops, I might just zoom out. This is the commission that I was going to potentially stitch tonight, but I'm enjoying my my Sydney piece. So this is 14 count. It's what I usually stitch on. My thing decided to collapse. I do, however, like 28 even weave, doing 2/1 stitches. I think that looks super pretty. It's just, I kind of miscount a lot when I do that. Alright, I don't even know where I'm starting. Go out of the way, scissors. Just shoot. What's my symbol? The number 3. Okay. Was that me too about 28 count even weave? I did try stitching 1/1 on 20 count. I did that. Oh wow, that was a Christmas present last year. And that was a nightmare because I couldn't run the thread under the fabric. Show you back of this piece. I'll take it out of the stand. Hold on. So that's the back of this. I'll get it to refocus. So my mum taught me how to stitch, and my grandma, so my mum's mum, taught her how to stitch. And so it got like ingrained into me about keeping your your backs really neat. So I'm a stickler for a very neat back, and as you can see, like I even try to make all the lines go the same way. I mean, sometimes it doesn't happen, but like that one there, that didn't happen. But yeah, I'm kind of a little bit anal about it, I'll be honest. And then I see people who just don't care and they're just like, "Lah!" Oh my gosh, there's a lot going on. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry that Streamlabs is telling you guys off. Hi. I'm just watching my screen go crazy right now. Oh my gosh, thank you for following. Sorry for the accidental spams. That's okay. Streamlabs is trying to do its best. Streamlabs is spamming now. Naughty Streamlabs. Okay, what was I doing? I was trying to figure out where I was going to start my next color. Your back is so clean. We love it. Thank you. That's okay. Your back is super clean. Thank you. You want to see the back again? This is my back. It's so pretty. Because I'm a stickler for a neat back. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, which is probably any of you, yeah, sorry about the Streamlabs spam. I'm Australian, as you can probably tell from the accent, but I live in America, so I'm sorry. But I decided to stitch this Sydney piece because I bought this and 2 others of Satsuma Street's designs of places that I've lived. So yeah. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out where I need to start my next color. That I'm so lost. Both just in my chat now and what's happening? Oh my god. Okay, I've got my Twitch dashboard up on that screen, and I've got OBS on that screen, and Twitch dashboard is actually going to be way more helpful because I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Yes, I am. My kids are both sleeping rather than bothering me, so I'm calling it a win. We love your streaming setup. Thank you. It took me a lot of trial and error to figure out something that I liked. I'm a very new streamer. No worries. You don't need to stick around just because. We're scared of the bot. What's it happening? Okay. Anyway. 1, 2. So apparently you guys are all from someone who has like a billion followers on TikTok, which I'm like totally jealous about because I have a terrible TikTok account. I actually meant to post this morning, but I totally flaked. I did Instagram because that's my main platform, but I've been doing Instagram Reels, and then I just like swap between Instagram Reels and TikTok. Yeah. You have a super sweet vibe, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you. A billion. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who the person is. So ask him anything. What's your my TikTok is Two Little Kits. Everything on the internet is Two Little Kits. But yeah. So I am trying to count and I'm failing dismally. So let's go. That and then 3 up and 4 across. Okay. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're going to do some stitching. This is the hardest bit because I'm doing this on 18 count and I can't freaking get the needle underneath the freaking weave. It's the stitch file. Okay. I was saying to, who was it earlier? Vol Fight. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. That I was pleased when they told me that it was a guy that's doing cross stitching because I have been trying to get my husband to cross stitch for starters. That would be awesome. But there's just not enough dudes that cross stitch because it's, an old grandma hobby or nonsense like that. All right, am I on the camera? All right. I do a lot of adjustments with the camera and stuff. Oh. I just pulled the freaking floss through. Love your vibes, love your pattern, love your back. Must go. Have an awesome night. Thank you. No problem. I know to expect a raid to mostly bail, so that's not a problem. I'm a dude. Yeah, I figured from the fact that everyone was saying that you're a guy. Sorry. So I'm just gonna look at Tom's TikToks. I don't know who that is. Two, three. Okay. Let's do some stitching. We're good eggs. I mean, you kind of hope so. I love to think that everyone in a cross stitching community are good eggs. Decided to stream 3 hours, so most of us have been here for at least that long. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. I generally do a 3-hour stream. Oh, okay. He is Tom. Fair enough. I totally knew that. Kind of like him, I guess. Aww. That must be all the warm fuzzies, Tom. So sorry that Streamlabs yelled at you guys when you all came on. It's kind of rude of it. Everyone loves Tom except for I am Ali Lee. Okay. Ali Lee could take him again. Is that, I assume that means that I Am Ali Lee is Tom's spouse. I got banned twice. They're nice to me sometimes. Oh, well, you know, you can't get niceties all the time. That'd just be high expectations, I guess. In her dreams. Okay. Well, I was guessing. Swearing? That's not swearing. Let me allow that. Hang on. Silly. My husband usually jumps in on the end of my stream time, and always writes something that gets banned in the chat. So I'm used to, like, this pattern is very cute, isn't it? This is Satsuma Street, pretty little Sydney. This is not one of mine. I am a pattern designer, but I really wanted to do someone else's work because it has been such a long time since I did another pattern designer's pattern. Looks like you're local to me. Oh, well, cool. Explained to me earlier that her music is a link. Yes, sorry, it's not playing the music because I don't have rights to it. Obviously. But it's playing there so that if you decide to, you can click the link that's in the thing below and listen to the same playlist. It was a suggestion of my husband's to do it that way, and I thought it was a good suggestion, so yeah. Gotta run, guys. Enjoy your stream. Well, thank you for the raid. Thank you for love bombing me. I appreciate it. I would have seen your YouTube before. I was wondering. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, I just started doing floss tubes, which are nerve-wracking and very edit heavy. But they're good. Oh, there's a lot to go down to. That's what she said. Haha. Sorry, I do a lot of those lame jokes. Doesn't really work for goodbye. No, it doesn't. It literally says hello. But it's cute. It's almost midnight for me. I'm done for the night. See you all tomorrow. Yeah, that's the problem with being Pacific US time. Because it's only 9:45 for me. Because I'd love to be able to start a bit earlier, but I have 2 small children that need to get put to bed before I start streaming. Thank you for joining, though. We're way used to it. I mean, you guys were watching an Australian streamer, so I'm not surprised. Australian streamer, I assume, who is in Australia. I shouldn't assume because, you know, like, I'm an Australian streamer who is not in Australia. Congrats on 20 followers. Thank you. This is like the most I've had combined. Which is a little bit sad, but it is what it is. I was saying to no one earlier, I think, to no one earlier, might have been to you before, that I stream mostly because it holds myself accountable and I actually get a lot done in 3 hours. If I get to chat to people at the same time, then awesome. He's in Sydney. Okay. Well, then this makes this pattern even awesomer, which is not a word. Tom's near Sydney. I miss Australia. Not allowed to come back right now. Everyone starts somewhere. That's true. That's true. I mean, I'm not looking to become a really popular streamer, I'll be honest. I spent a lot of time today ranking Marvel characters on how they can get it. We've heard it all tonight. I want to see the new Black Widow movie. I haven't seen that yet. But I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Which makes me realize I don't actually have any patterns that depict any of the cinematic universe, which is a bit surprising. Yeah. I actually designed one once. I just never released it. Oh, it is nice to get some yellow in this piece right now. Australia is one of those places that I've always wanted to visit. It is such a nice place to visit. I highly recommend it. I am a Melbourne girl, but I did live in Sydney, or at least like the greater edges of Sydney, for a year, and worked in Sydney. But I am absolutely biased because I grew up there. But it is an awesome place, and I will always sing its praises and recommend that people go and visit if they can. That and New Zealand. I've had a lot of Marvel Stitches in chat. Tom did one a while ago. I did one recently. Very fun. My camera keeps trying to focus on my hand. I apologize for that. Yeah, I don't know what I'd... Why is it doing that? Stop it, camera. I got a fancy new camera that can connect up and be a webcam for my birthday last month because it's August already. And I'm still trying to figure out all of its settings. I think this is a very large building. I had my cat helping me earlier today, or this evening, I guess. He's sitting on my lap, being in the way, with his head like right here, basically off screen though, watching every thread pull go through. Hang on. Okay. I need my little lines to go all the same way on the back. I'm currently the top channel in cross stitch. Wow. You guys are so cool. Can you all be my new best friends? That's very cool. It wouldn't have happened if you hadn't have told me that there was a cross stitch tag. Can't believe I didn't go and double check that weeks ago. My dog does the same thing. Aww. I love pets. They make everything so much better. What kind of dog do you have? Almost midnight for me. I shall go to bed. Thanks for having us. Hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful rest of the stream. Thank you very much. Have a lovely night. So I know I kind of poo-pooed this color a little bit when I pulled it out of my floss box, but I'm actually really liking this yellow. Yeah. All right, let's play some floss chicken. I usually win, but this time I might be pushing it. Because that's a lot to go back up there. And that's all I got left. He's mostly a Dutch Shepherd, I think, but pretty sure there's some pit in him too. I have never heard of a Dutch Shepherd before. I'm going to Google that. Dutch Shepherd. Okay. It's kind of like a German Shepherd looking dog. Yeah, Floss Chicken. It's the best game. Not. I'll be honest though, and I will toot my own horn. I am usually pretty good at gauging whether or not I'm going to win Floss Chicken. I don't think I've ever won Floss Chicken. Aww. I did it last week on my stream. I had a piece that was like this long left. Like I barely had enough room left to run the floss through the back. This might be another one of those cases. We shall see. Oh, guys. Guys, it's looking good. Alright, let's see if I can run it through. Come on. Yes! I can hear you guys giving me a round of applause from the position, from wherever you are across the round. That is how much I had left, ladies and gentlemen. So that's like, as you can tell based on my hand size. I love me a good game of Floss Chicken. I will take a bow. Magician, thank you. Isn't it satisfying? What does that one say? Woohoo, okay. Winner, winner, floss chicken dinner. Yes, exactly. That is a good call. It just means I've got to re-thread my tiny ass needle again. Number 1. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, I need to cross off more stuff on my pattern before I get too far ahead of myself. I haven't crossed off my little boats yet either. Oh, or all of that. I'm slacking. And I've done that and that. If I don't keep up with crossing off my pattern as I go, I get so confused. Like, so this house that I just showed you guys before, like, I'm highlighting as I go with this one, and it's so helpful. Like, I'd be so lost if I hadn't been doing that. Alright, what's the playlist Tom plays? Tulika says that they haven't found a non-copyright playlist they like you feel you know. Yeah, any playlist. Oh, camera's not focusing. Yeah, any playlist that like you recommend on Spotify ideally would be awesome. I know how to set up so that it plays music. Like I could do it right this second, but I'm not going to because I will get into trouble with Twitch. I know everyone kind of mostly goes with lo-fi stuff, and that's not really my jam. I don't mind it sometimes, but I normally stitch and talk to myself when I stream. And this music is kind of more enjoyable than lo-fi stuff for that. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, thank you. I tried one. Thank you for the follow. I tried one a couple of streams ago, and YouTube had a go at me. It blocked out like sections of my audio when I uploaded it. So it could just be a YouTube thing, but I didn't want to risk it basically because I take the video that I'm playing right now and I upload it to YouTube because I know Twitch deletes after like 3 weeks or something. I like the one Tom does. I think it's lo-fi, but not bad. A bit more, yeah, more boppy is my jam. If it's boppy, then that's not a problem. All the ones I've found are just like ambient kind of music, which can be nice, like I said. I just have a terrible taste in music, as you can tell. How often do you stream? I'd like to stitch along with you next time. I stream just once a week. I do 8 till 11 p.m. PST. So I've still got another hour on my stream to go. Yeah, at the moment it's just once a week. I'm thinking once my kids go to school, I'll pick up a second stream time, but it'll be during the day. And that'll work well with other time zones as well if I do that. So, yeah. Thanks, Streamlabs. You're a bro. Oh, dang it. No, that's okay. I was going to go down on that bit, but I didn't. Can you show how you end your thread when you get there? This one. Sure thing. So I can flip it over now and show you. My hoop stand doesn't lay flat when I flip it over, so I have to actually take it out, which is not a problem. I'm not sure how close my camera will do it, and I get my spare needle. But basically, you can see with this one really well. I run it under the little weaves of the fabric, so that when you look at it on this side, hang on, there we go, it's hidden. Hopefully that makes sense. That's why I'm having a lot of trouble, because this is a really tight weave, and there's a playlist called No Copyright Bops. That's pretty boppy. Okay, and that's on Spotify. I will write that down now. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. It's just this fabric in particular is really rigid, and the weave is really tight. Hopefully I'll see you next time you stream in the evening this week. Awesome. Thank you. Non-copyright bops. Spotify playlist. Wow, I've never seen that way of finishing. Oh, really? Thank you. I've been doing embroidery for a long time, but I've just started cross stitching. My back is a mess of knots because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm happy to show how I work. When I embroider, I do knots, like constantly. Do I have an embroidery piece that I can show you? The back is kind of open on this one. This is actually a stitch along that I'm going to hold next month, but like you can see all my knots where I've either started or ended my floss. This is my stitch along that I'm holding next month, which has got a little bee at the top. That's a free stitch along I'm going to do. And I love this pattern so much. I cannot wait to do that stitch along because I want to make that again. So anyway, where's my needle? It's at the back. Okay. Yeah, so when I embroider, I do knots galore. But when I cross stitch, I try to make it all flat, because that way the fabric doesn't warp to where all the knots are. And carrying your thread is not. Do you host a stitch? No. So the stitch along is going to be on my Instagram. But I will. The stitch alongs that I do. Sorry, my brain's going a million miles an hour. The stitch alongs I do are live on Instagram, but I take the video from that and put it on YouTube as well, because my Instagram following is like way bigger than what it is on here. So anyway, yes, the embroidery that I just showed you is perfect for beginners. It's like 7 of the most basic, easiest stitches ever. And that's going to be next month, because my kids are going back to school next month. So I can't find the playlist right now, but I asked Tom, so I'll DM you on Insta or something. Awesome. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Oh, my camera's still doing this refocusing nonsense. There we go. Hopefully that stops. I used to have it on a delay where it would stop refocusing unless it like needed to after like a couple of seconds or something. I don't even remember. That's why I haven't changed it back. Could I do it on a jumper? You'd need, like, depending on the depending on the fabric, like whatever the jumper's fabric is, you might need like an interfacing on the back, just to keep it stabilized. Like 100% cotton is really, really stretchy. Like this is cotton, and so it like stretches, and interfacing stops that warp of the stitches. So you would need to look it up. Basically, whatever your fabric is that you're stitching on, you'd need to make sure that you get the right interfacing on the inside of it. Because that fabric that I just showed, this fabric here, is quilter's fabric, which is not stretchy at all. So it will not like pull sideways or vertical or anything like that. I don't know what interfacing is. I didn't either. If you go to I assume that you're Australian, so if you go to like Spotlight or some other craft store, they will know what it is if you want to go and ask someone. Yeah, you can get ones that iron on. You can get ones that you just like pin around the edges and you stitch it and then you wash it off. There's a bunch of different types of interfacing. I've actually never used it. I just know of it. It just helps keep your fabric from warping, pretty much. My stitch along piece left a bunch of little shedding bits. Oh, you reminded me, I was telling no one earlier that I've been looking at Discord as making my own community. So if that's something that you guys, all my awesome new best friends that are still watching me here, are interested in, just know that that's a thing that's going to happen sometime this month. I'm just dotting my I's and crossing my T's and making sure that everything is safe and secure and all of that. Because it came to my attention, and it should have earlier, because I'm not a dumb millennial sometimes, but Discord is like a great alternative to an emailing list. Never tried embroidery. Yes, you should try it. You should. Embroidery is like so freeing. I'm a cross stitcher for life, don't get me wrong. I only started dabbling in embroidery patterns recently, as in like March this year recently. But it's so nice to just be like, I'm just going to go all over the place so easily, and it's like so quick, and the stitches really aren't that hard to learn, especially if you know how to cross stitch, you know how to do back stitch, you know how to do a French knot. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna allow that. That's not bullying. You got auto modded. What is your name in the Discord? Are you there? No, I'm not. Oh, so then it's not to me. No jokes allowed in chat. Sorry. Point of view, you're in chat and you're a dumb millennial. Aw, I'm sorry. It's not dumb. There's no dumb questions. It's how we learn. I think it's all the way down. Yeah. And then there's like two 2 random stitches over here of this color, which is just lovely. Very rude. Confetti stitches on a frickin' 18 count piece is a bit harsh, but it is what it is. Well, I did in fact learn a French knot on the stream the other day. Awesome! People struggle with French knots. Once you get the hang of them, they're the best. But I will vouch for colonial knots. They are a little bit trickier to get the hang of, but they look like so much better. Did you want to join Tom's Discord? It's really great. Yeah, of course. I'm trying to figure out Discord as a whole. I'm like learning on the fly, but that's what I do best. You can put the link in here. I don't think Streamlabs will tell you off. It might, but I'll at least see it. I've been in Discord communities. I'm not very active in them, but I'm more than happy to jump in because you guys seem to be pretty cool. And I mean, I have announced that you're all my new best friends, so I think Streamlabs will kill me for it. We can send me a. It just did asterisks. You can send me a DM on Instagram or TikTok if you want. Yeah, it's just doing asterisks. That actually might be Twitch doing that. I can't remember what settings I did. I did a bunch of restrictive settings just because I didn't really know what to expect when people jumped in to chat with me back when I started streaming. So everything's pretty restrictive. It started out super simple, but it's a little wild now with all the channels. Yeah, I've noticed that happens a lot with Discord stuff. The main thing I'm trying to figure out before I open up is making sure that I get a role setup thing happening straight away. Because I also have a Ko-fi page which I'm setting up as if people donate, they get a specific role where they can. I don't know what the point of it is right now, but they can have a private chat that they can see if they donate or subscribe or whatever. Just as future proofing, you know. Oh, so someone wanted me to show you this. So you just DM'd me. Cool. I will check it out in a bit. If I load up Instagram on my phone right now, I'm going to get distracted for a couple of minutes. So I'm not going to do it right now. But for the person asking, I'll try and make it so that it focuses and not reflects. There we go. So you can see I'm running my needle under this side of the weave. You can go vertical or horizontal, whichever way. But if I flip it over, you can only see the indent of the needle. You can't see the needle itself. And then the floss is going to just flatten it all down. It's only indented because the needle is thick. So then I just pull it through, and that's how it ties it off. It doesn't necessarily look like it's secure, but unless you're, I don't know, gonna start pulling at all the strands of floss, it's secure enough. It's not coming undone unless you really want it to come undone. And even then, you have to really tug and try and ruin your work. So that's how I start and finish my floss. I usually try and do a loop start, but sometimes you can't always do a loop start. Now thingy is playing silly. There we go. So yeah, that's how I do it. Why isn't this tightening? There we go. I recently learned how to do a loop start with an odd amount of floss, but doesn't work on dark fabric, and that's only if you're really being finicky. So like this is the piece I was showing before. You can't see it on stream. If I make it darker, you can kind of see it. But this line here, I did the loop start, and you can't actually see the black between all of the crosses because you can see the floss sitting behind it. That's not swearing. Come on. Okay, anyway, that's neither here nor there. What have I missed? Can you explain how we'll be starting the radio stitch along? Will we need to draw on the fabric? Okay, so basically when you sign up for it, you will get the pattern, which you will need to print out, or like if you've got an iPad, sketch over the iPad kind of thing. But yes, you will need like a water-soluble pen. That's what I recommend. You can also get a heat friction pen, which this is the one that I have. And basically you just shoot your work with a hairdryer and it gets rid of it. But I use water, like all my blue dots are water-soluble pens. That's how I grid out my fabric. And then it'll give you the list of colors that I suggest. It'll give you the list of materials that you'll need. And then the stitch along you'll basically do the whole thing with me at the same time. So like we'll start with one stitch, we'll do all of that stitch at once. And then once that one is done, so for example, back stitch, we'll do all of the back stitching and then we'll move on to the next one, which might be French knots. I haven't figured this out exactly, but then we'll do all the French knots and then we'll move on to stem stitch. And yeah, why is this? Yeah, allow AF. Come on. I know what it means, but it's not swearing. Oh god, if there's drawing involved, mine will be janky as fuck. So you don't have to do it like freehand. You'll be getting a pattern that you can trace. If you do have an iPad or a Surface Pro or even a laptop, you just like put your laptop sideways so the screen is on the table. I've done it that way too. But if you've got a printer, hang on. That's what I use the Fabri-Solvi for, so I could just trace the pattern. Those are my favorite pens ever. They're magic as fuck. Okay, wait. I'm here to be a butt person. What is the butt? I shall wait. Oh, what now? 49 messages were deleted. You spammed in caps. We will trace, yes. 49 messages, what? Oh, it went and deleted all of it. Thank you for sending me the playlist. I wasn't listening for 2 minutes though and missed how to start the stitch along. Oh, so when you sign up for it, so it's going to have a pre-order start where you'll like express your interest basically, and I can't set it up as $0. I have to set it up as pay what you want on the program that I use. So you can just press 0 and that's fine. Once you get the pattern though, it'll be a PDF that you can either trace on a screen or print it out and trace it like against a window or a light box. I have a light box. Hi Milo. Come on. And yeah, it'll have a list of the tools and materials and the colors and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't understand why it deleted all of your messages. It didn't in the like screen chat. This is Milo, by the way. And yes, he's named after the drink, not the movie Milo and Otis. Hi. He picked me as his human. You gonna sniff the microphone? You are intense right now, cat. It was called Milo and I'm not even allowed to use capitals. How do I express myself? You have to do it quietly, obviously. No capitals allowed. Hi. But yes, this is Milo. He's 2. He's just a kiddie still. He's a Siamese cross snowshoe, which I had never heard of the breed snowshoe until I moved to America. He's trying to flash his butt. Hi, can I keep stitching? No. I have another cat too, but she doesn't like cuddles. Her name is Zoe. Streaming. Show cat to camera. I am passionate about this. Okay. This is Milo. Look, I'll show him under this one. This is Milo. Everyone wants to see you. Oh, he just wants cuddles. He's got beautiful blue eyes. Because he's a Siamese cross. Come here, webcam. The internet wants to see you. Hey? Aw. You're a gorgeous boy, huh? He'll get everything when I die. Oh, what happened to my angle? Whoa, my... You can't see behind the scenes. That's not how this works. Okay, I got it back. He is adorable and he knows it. I know, and he's just sitting down here now, just staring at me. Oh my god, that is not profanity. My southern butt thought it was after the tea brand. There's a tea brand called Milo? Show cat to camera. I'm passionate about this. Hi, I've just written Milo into my will. He'll get everything when I die. I am happy. This is fantastic in lowercase. We are in love in lowercase. That's amazing. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get Streamlabs to just chill the fuck out when it comes to the stream. How do I do that again? I don't remember. I think I have to actually do it like on their website. I do. Okay. Streamlabs, chill the fuck out. Not that page. Oh, now I'm even paler than usual. Cloudbot. Word protection. Okay. Send punishment message. Oh man. Oh, okay. I can set up I can permit people to send URLs. It's a whole restaurant. Okay. Very understandable why you've got it turned up high though. Yeah, I mean, oh, why has my camera stopped working? Hang on. That's how much I'm paying attention. This is why I label my stream as ADHD, because I recently, as in like earlier this year, got diagnosed with ADHD. So it is valid, but like I'm just a mess all the time. Spamming emotes. What did you do now? Thank you for the follow. I'll allow that. Streamlab hates you. Yeah, it's not being very nice. Emotes protection. Okay, can I just... Okay, you can't do more than 5 emotes. Alright. Max amount of emotes, 50. What is that? Okay, so you sent 50. You know what? I like emotes, so I'm gonna turn that up. And I'm gonna turn that up. I'm gonna save that. What is auto permit? Okay. Oh, but. Adult ADHD gang. Yeah. Caps protection. Okay. Minimum amount of caps. Let's make that much higher. Max amount of caps. No, that can stay. No more than 50 caps. This is my first time using Twitch and found your stream via the Stitchfather Instagram page. Hello from Virginia in the States. Hi! I don't know time zones very well, but you must be up late. Because I'm guessing that's Central? I'm really bad at geography. But thanks for joining. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try out this permit thing, and I'm going to let you send a link. And if you abuse it, I'm going to let Streamlabs just banhammer you more. Because you kind of like my impromptu mod for this evening. Yes, ADHD gang. Okay, I haven't done any stitching for like at least 10 minutes. Let's do this little confetti bit. Alright, it's over here. I just want to do this tiny bit. What's the time anyway? Oh, wow, okay. I actually thought it was closer to 11 than that. Oh gosh, lots of chat. I looked away for like 2 seconds, you guys. Jump to Discord, we're having fun in there too, and I am ADHD like a boss. Eastern, okay. Wow, yeah, I told you I was bad with American geography. I work night shift Eastern time, so it's 1:30. Yeah, wow. It didn't let you do a link. Ugh. Oh, okay. I have to a whitelist. Shit. Jesus Christ. Preferences. Whitelist. Oh, okay. I only put my website. Let's do Discord. Save. And what's the Discord like? Invite links. Discord GG. Thank you. I'm just gonna. I want to whitelist that anyway. Discord.gg. Save. Okay. Thank you for working around it. Exactly. How do you do Discord? It's like a whole thing, but it's worth it. It's it's a free community-based thing where you can like set up your own notifications for stuff. You can chat with people in the same communities. Yeah, it's I like the concept of Discord so much. I'm just afraid of jumping in the deep end and figuring it all out personally. Here's a link to some nasty craft. You'll only find the most inappropriate craft. Lol. Sorry, you'll have to copy and delete those spaces. If you, yeah. Thanks, Streamlabs, you're a bro. Americans are bad with American geography. Ha, you were only off by one time zone. Yay! What? Ugh, I'm sorry. I tried. It's not like telling me that you're doing anything wrong. It's just showing me the asterisks, so I can't go in and allow it, which is a bit strange. All right, I got to cross off my pattern before I forget. Now I got to find some more little 3s on my pattern. Is there no more? Oh yeah, there's some. Well, now I want to find his Instagram because I want to see what he wrote about me. The Stitching Father. Oh, let's spell it right. There we go. Stitch Father. Okay. No. Delete the ing. Here we go. That's just his Etsy store. That's not helpful. Wait, what? Wait. You should go follow them on there too and hang with us next stream. I couldn't see anything. Yeah. It doesn't show me the links. Well, that's embroidery, like machine embroidery stuff. That's not helpful. Instagram. It's not helpful either. This dude's not real, you guys. He doesn't exist on the internet. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh my god, he's posted that dude that did the... Is it that dude? The dude that did that awesome TikTok of the Marvel thing. Oh my god, I love this guy. Hell yeah. I didn't realize his name was Tom. Okay, I don't know why when I search the Stitch Father on the internet, like the Stitch Father Instagram, it doesn't come up with his actual Instagram. My god, yeah, I love that TikTok that he did. I shared that with like all of my Stitchy friends. That's okay. You didn't need to share that. Like, you didn't know that I knew about that. That's Tom. Okay. See, I didn't realize that he was. I only saw the TikTok, and I think it was like some reposting bullshit account that I saw it off of. He doesn't have like anything on his page. He's got like 12 posts. Ah. Copy. Okay. I'm ADHDing like a boss right now. I'm like going down the rabbit hole of stuff. So now I'm going to TikTok because I need to see where he's posted about me. Because who's this person? Fire Dancer 914 said that they found me They found my stream via the Stitch Father Instagram page. Yeah, okay. I figured based on the 12 posts. Cancel. Oh my god, he's got a massive beard right now. Anyway, okay, I'm stopping. I'm closing that. I'm closing that. Go away. Stop distracting me, life. Okay. Tell us where you found it. Yeah, I want to know where you found that he was talking about me. My ears are burning. Because it's not a story or anything. Anyway. I just realized my camera's still not connected. God damn it. I was giving it a minute and I gave it like 5 minutes instead. I was gonna say that I don't have enough floss because this is how much floss I have left on my thread. You can't even see it on there because it's yellow. Hi, Milo. It's trying to connect. My camera's just like, nah, fuck you. I'm not gonna do this tonight anymore. You keep using and abusing me. If I have to, I've got another webcam. It's just not great quality. I clicked the link at the top of that page and it took me to you via Twitch. Oh, okay. So he's hosting me. It must be that. Ah. Yeah, no, he's hosting me. That's nice. Thank you. He probably won't see that, but thank you. Hello. Milo, I don't want you to jump on me right now. I'm trying to fix this because I'm going to blame this on you because it stopped working when you jumped up. No, my computer's telling me that it's... Oh, please. I'm not done streaming tonight. I've still got like 20 minutes. And I want to keep stitching. What if I do that? I need to get some new cables, I think, is the main problem for my camera. The camera came with a cable that's like this long to connect it to the computer, and that's just not good enough. Like this one. It's not, this isn't the cable, but it's like this long. Which is just like, thanks for nothing, I guess. That's great, yeah. So the screen on my camera is just saying connecting. What if I change that? Milo's in trouble. No, he's not in trouble. He's now guarding the door for Zoe. Zoe is the other cat. A cat that doesn't like me very much. What have you done now? Thank you for coming. Thank you for chatting. Sorry the end of the stream's a little bit of a lackluster. You know what? I'm going to completely unplug it, turn it on, and then plug it in. Because the plug-in process might be the issue. Please? Please? Made it to 140. Huh? Good night, friends. So wonderful. Thank you so much. It's not doing it. So I'm probably gonna have to end it there. I mean, you're helping me add permitted terms, so thank you for that, because it is Streamlabs is actually like adding terms that I don't mind get used. So think of it that way. This is just not working. What about if I do this? Because sometimes that changes it. No. I don't know. Okay, what if I do it now? Thank you so much, guys, for coming to watch and hanging out and becoming my new best friends. Connecting. No, I think my camera is just done for the night, which just sucks. I mean, I'm Australian. Like, you're Australian, you get it. We swear. That's just, it's in our lingo. I can follow you here, correct? Yes, you can follow me on Twitch. This will help my night shifts at work in the hospital lab. So I only stream once a week, but it is reoccurring. Like, it's not randomly once a week. It's on Thursdays. So I'm just giving my camera a second. Because sometimes I do design work too. That's what I'm switching between my design program and this. But I got it to work. Okay, so that's all the floss I had left, which is what I was looking up to show you guys. So I'm going to put that away. I'm going to get this. ADH cross-stitching new best friends. Exactly. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm most active on Instagram. I've just been getting into Instagram Reels, which I'm having a lot of fun with. I'm trying not to take myself too seriously lately, so yeah. Oh no, my needle broke. Okay. Look. I'll show you guys the what's about to break. There it goes. Yep. See? Bow. I go through needles like they're going out of fashion. It's ridiculous. It's because I lick the thread, so I'm weakening the metal. I can't thread my needles otherwise. Okay. Here. So this is a loop start for those curious. And a loop start I'll show you first. So here's my loop. And I've just threaded it like I would normally thread 2 bits of floss, but it's just one bit that I've looped both ends to there. You've never broken a needle. Oh my god. You've never lived if you've never broken a needle. You're not trying hard enough. Exactly. I go through many needles. So the problem with the loop start while I'm streaming is I can't fucking see the loop at the back. But I guess I can show you when it focuses. Come on, focus. There we go. So there's my needle and there's my loop. I'm just going to go through the loop and pull it, and now it's stuck. So that's a loop start. It's like so much better than threading it through the back. I swear to all the time. I've never broken a needle. We're not trying hard. We can even ruin loving. Yeah. I'm just catching up on the chat because I'm actually stitching again. I think I hear my husband coming to bed. Am I still the top trending person on cross stitch on Twitch? Because that would be cool. I mean, I can check that, but I'll get distracted on my computer again. Oh no, it's Milo. He's creeping. I know why, because he wants to be fed. But my husband feeds them on Thursdays so that I can just do my stream. I don't think so. Oh, look. No worries. It's not a big deal. It's highlight of my life, totally, to be the top viewer count. That sounded a lot worse than what it came out as. Thank you for the follow. My God, my Twitch like wrap up email is gonna be like, what the hell did you do different? Because oh my God. Because normally my wrap up email for Twitch streams at the end of the stream is like, your average viewer count was 0.4 viewers per hour, and you had a unique visitor count was like 6 or something like that. You're number 2. Ah, oh, dang it. That's alright. I'm the number 1. That's Australian, most likely. Probably not, because of the time. What was that, Milo? What the hell was that? It sounded like a Christmas ornament. I don't even know where it went or what it was. Whatever. Yes, I'm touching my computer mouse, and I shouldn't be. Okay, so Streamlabs is accurate. Alright. It's been really fun hanging out with you. Hope you find a little playlist you like for future cross stitches. So quiet. My ADHD brain says I want more. Thank you so much. I don't know what that emote is. It looks like punching. It's too quick for my eyes. I assume based on what you've just said and how you phrased it that you're heading off, which is fine because it sounds like you're going to have dinner. Yeah, cross stitching definitely gives, it's because it gives my hands something to do, as well as it's creative, and I'm a creative person, and I'm creating something, like I'm actually making a physical thing that's outside of the computer. Little skeletons dancing, okay. Not punching then, I guess. Yeah, cross-stitching is very important for many aspects of my life. Dinner is a strong drink. Having dinner. Nice. I mean, depending on what drink it is, potatoes are a vegetable. You're welcome, if it's vodka. Ow. Alright. 10 more minutes. Well then. What does that just change everything? Or are you going to go get a different drink? Is that what you mean? Oh, it's nice to have some yellow on this. So one thing I gotta do, probably this time next week-ish, like Friday-ish, I'm gonna do my floss tube potatoes for dinner. Yes, hell yeah, I love potatoes in almost any format. Potatoes are the best. When I was pregnant with my oldest, that was the only thing I wanted. I just wanted potatoes in any form, mashed, chips, fries, roasted, like it didn't matter what it was. I just wanted potatoes. And of course, I had gestational diabetes with her, so I couldn't. I enjoy liquid distilled potatoes on occasion. See, look, I'm going to do another loop start. So I just come up, don't pull all the way through, go back in, and then find the loop off camera. And then that's secured. Oh, Milo, you are so stealthy, mate. You got Zoe good. Both the cats are in here now. They both want dinner, and they think that hovering around me is the best solution for that. Question about backstitching. Of course, please ask questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm more than happy to answer questions about stitchy related stuff. I'm not like, you know, the biggest expert, but I know stuff. So that's not right, is it? 3. Okay, yep. 3. So I am right. For text mainly, I use a loop start, but how do you secure the end tightly? So I do the same as when I end off a cross stitch. I run the thread through the underside of the weave of the fabric, because I don't ever have plans for my cross stitch being like manhandled, except while I'm working on it sometimes. So like, oh, thanks, Zoe. So I can show you with this piece again. So this is the front of it. So it's got all this back stitching here, and it's got like, you can kind of see bits here, but the text is there. So when I finished it off, so like that's one bit that I finished off with. I've just run it under the weave of the fabric. Your way to end is so good. Thank you. I've only been stitching about a year and some months, so still learning. That's fine. We all have to learn somehow. not under the stitching, but the actual, yeah, so you can't see it on this side, but you know how the weave is a crosshair, so it goes vertical, horizontal. So I can probably show you on this. I've got another needle here, hang on. I've got a sharp needle, which is a bit trickier, but like, so that, it's not the best fabric to show you on. You can kind of see it there. I'm trying to get the lighting right. So you can see how the needle is underneath the vertical crosshairs of there. Yeah, it's in between in a way. You can do it vertical or horizontal, it doesn't matter, like I can do it this way as well. So that's horizontal. I just generally do horizontal. I don't know why, I just do. This does not work on even weave, no. You need to tie it off, like do an actual knot in your floss, so you need to like pick up the back side of the back stitches and tie a knot that way. But when you're doing back stitching, you're usually only doing like 1 or 2 strands, so the knot is quite tight because there's not many strands. Otherwise you can run it under the back side of cross stitching. So like I've got back stitching amongst these flowers here, so I've just used the cross stitching back side of it to end off the back stitching. Hopefully that makes sense. There's my needle. I just picked up my piece and realized it wouldn't work. Yep, do that. Yeah, even weave looks amazing, especially if you do like 1/2 on 28 count or something, but it doesn't work when you're trying to make your stitching nice and flat, basically. That's why, one reason why you want to do your cross stitching before your back stitching, because then your cross stitching gives you something to hang the back stitching off of. But also just because back stitching sits over the top of the cross stitches. So. My poor eyeballs won't let me go smaller than 14 count right now, but I have so many future whips. Yeah, this is 18 count and I'm struggling. Mostly, I think it's honestly this fabric though. It's so rigid. What 1/1 on what count though? Because that sounds potentially horrible. The smallest I've ever done is 20 count. No, 22 count, sorry. I'm always on 28 count or more with even weave doing 2/2. Do you mean 2/1? Oh, sorry, 1/2? Because 2/2 is just 1/1. Small, yeah, 22. You can't do, I think actually 18 count is the smallest size you can do the running the needle under the fabric. 2/2, oh god. That just sounds torturous. What was I saying? Yeah, so you can get to a point where the way the weave is, there's nothing to run under because it actually splits the top side. The needle actually like pushes it side to side, and then the fabric doesn't like let it go back in. So when I tried to do that trick of running the needle under the weave on 22 count for this piece that I did last year. I had to like unpick a bunch because there were all these little coloured bits poking through, and it was super frustrating. There's an Etsy account where a lady from Italy does those insane cross-stitch jewelry pieces, and I bet they're... Oh god, yeah. My grandma, rest her soul, she did a piece, like a little tiny floral piece on something like 40 count, using one strand, and it looks so bulky with just one strand of floss. And I have no idea how, like, what kind of needle do you even use for that? Two twos. Okay. I've always called it 1/2. So that's because it's one. I say 1/2 because it's one stitch over 2 holes. If that makes sense. I'm probably misremembering. Don't scratch my chair. Naughty boy. Okay. Well, I got a little bit done. I finished 2 colours technically. I haven't finished this yellow, but that's okay. I'll just cross that off on my pattern. Hi Milo. Do you want to see everyone, do you? Get me up. Oh. Hello. You don't want to see everyone. You want to just sit in my face, don't you? Or be fed. That's more accurate. Hello. Okay, but you can't sit the way you want to sit because there's a microphone there. Hi. He's just going to stare at me. Oh. The first number is how many strands, not how many stitches. Oh, see ya. I get confused with that whole 1/2 or 2/2, which is another reason 14 counts. Yeah. I like Ada cloth because it's just so easy to know exactly where to stitch. And he's molting fur like crazy. So I'm doing 2/1. Yeah. Okay. I was going to try and finish this colour tonight, but I've still got a lot to go, and I have 2 small children that like to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I'm probably going to have to leave it there. Yeah, you don't really say it with Ada, yeah. I'm going to just load up Twitch. You're a good friend. You seem to mod for lots of people. I'm not going to do a raid. I don't really know how to do it, and I don't really want to figure it out tonight, so... True Linen. Oh yeah, screw True Linen. Yeah. I tried that once, and it was horrible. I think I scrapped the piece before I finished. Alright, well, yeah. Thanks everyone. I'm glad I got this working again. I am very appreciative. I'm going to send a message to Tom and thank him for attacking my channel because this was fun. So yeah, thanks heaps. I'm going to turn off my music, and I think that's it. If you want to follow me, the best place to do that is on Instagram. I'm most active over there. I do use TikTok, and I try to use Facebook, and I rarely use Twitter. And I'm here once a week. I will be trialing streaming potentially next week on Facebook, though. I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. Because I had a lot of interest last week in people doing a live stream over there, and it's like $20 to do Streamlabs Pro or Prime or whatever. And I mean, outside of today, I was not getting enough viewers to consider that. So glad I stumbled across you. Oh, thank you for jumping on and saying hey and the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully, I see you guys all on Instagram. If you're on there, you say hey and you can laugh along with my silly Instagram reels. But otherwise, hopefully, I will catch you another time. See ya.